suited to give him some advice about his married life, and especially about what's going to happen later on tonight. Now,
I'll say that. We're done.
marriage, ladies and gentlemen. What a wonderful thing it is. Okay? And also, on the point of marriage, I would like to also celebrate Peter and Leslie's 40 years of marriage. Now, marriage isn't for everybody, I know that. Now, I have never married. My only mistress is the army. I'm very happy with that too. On the topic of marriage, I've always maintained that if I wanted to spend the rest of my life with someone who was obsessed with dresses, and makeup, and asked me constantly whether their new outfit suited them, did their bum look big enough, I would have just joined the Royal Navy. Now, moving on to the real reason here, Peter approached me as the wedding plans gathered pace. He was nervous, and you can understand why, Phil. There's so much not to know about what's going on. Now, it was my intention to catch up with Peter in private, to have this little chat, but unfortunately, I'm a little bit late tonight, so I'm going to have to do it now. Okay? So our apologies for that. Now, as many of you know Peter well, as I do, he has to have things explained to him in a certain way. Okay? Now, the language he understands mostly is aircraft and aircraft service. No, it's not. I know, Peter, that it really is very, very, very dear to you. Okay? Now, his current role in the RAF, as most of you will know, is an aircraft technician and propulsion engineer. Okay? So, if you civilians get a bit lost and get a bit behind on what I'm saying, I do apologize. Okay. Firstly, Peter, we need to start where all successful missions start. That is pre-flight checks. Now, as many of you fellows in here, right, I'm willing to bet that think those pre-flight checks sound long and drawn out and have really no need. But most of you just want to get in there, get your hands on the joystick, okay, and get on with it. But let me assure you, gentlemen, 10 or 15 minutes prepping in the hangar will lead to a smoother passage. Attention to what Peter will be working with this evening. Now, in my experience, some older models can suffer a little bit of wear and tear. Over the years, the airframes will take a bit of a and start to show their what experience has taught me is, in certain cases, how can I put this, the cargo compartments, let's say, will magically expand once the rings are on the finger, and they will, how can I put this, be able to carry a little bit more payload than originally designed. Now, the rears of the craft, okay, can show real signs, okay. As the airframe gets knocked about a bit, you can have a sagging rear end, which will lead to tail dragging, and obviously a low hanging undercarriage. Which may lead to major structural work and a long time out of service. So moving on, also the wings. The wings can be a real problem. Now, okay, they can sag around the control surface. Okay? leads to a much larger wing area than was originally ordered on the specification. Okay, now then, moving on to other systems on the craft. The pneumatics. Now, I have heard, Peter, there has been a major investment in the pneumatic system in your and a full overhaul has been carried out, and it's all running at an increased pressure, which I believe you're very happy with.
Now everybody does know.
Moving swiftly. One other thing, Peter, on a personal note, okay, if you are going to attempt any sort of fly past, just make sure the area around the cockpit is nice and tidy. Once the pre-flight check has been carried out, okay, we can move on to the second stage of tonight's mission. Namely, right, I'll just have to hold that. A malfunction. One more and take off. Well, now, Peter. In my experience, a woman is very much like an aircraft. You can't just jump into the pilot's seat, twiddle a couple of knobs, pull a couple of levers, crank furiously on the priming handle, oh no, that's not going to happen. What will generally occur, if you do take that occur, is they will activate the expandable countermeasures. Namely, the old cold shoulder, all you will see for the rest of the evening. Women, as most of you gentlemen will know, need to be coaxed up to full tempo. Right, gently tickling the old bubbles. Driven slowly down the runway. Very important, this one, Peter. Okay? Always wait for clearance from the tower before takeoff.